Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. We're continuing our July challenge where we are trying to find 10 items in 10 minutes to leave our home, to free up our mind, and make our home more functional in the process. We are on day 30, which is absolutely crazy that we have already made it through an entire month. Time really does fly. So, since we know that time flies by so fast and 10 minutes is going to go by extremely fast, do something today to make yourself proud and do a little bit of a 10-minute declutter with me. You can set the phone down while I'm working and body double with me. You can listen to me as I'm walking through my items, and let's do this together. You can even go back to the beginning of the challenge and do each day with me. It's amazing how much progress we can make at the end of 31 days. And I'm going to be doing a video on that exact thing, is how much we can get done in 31 days with only 10 minutes. So, without further ado, I'm going to set my timer. My little fella decided that he was not going to take a nap today. He's not really taking any of his naps today. He's woken up very early. So we're going to do this with a helper. We have 10 minutes on the clock. Today what I'm tackling is my living room. This entertainment center is not the safest for him since he's walking around, and I actually had threw things on here as I was decluttering my secretary before I ever began this challenge. So we're going to go through those items that just kind of got stuffed on this shelf. I've already began moving stuff up, as you can tell. And what I have is a declutter bin, a trash bag, and a bin that things are going to go into until it's more safe for it to be on the shelf for him. Now, we have already began baby proofing our house, and we my husband has already secured these to the wall. So some of this stuff is literally just from these are memories. I'm just going to into this bin right now that is going to go with the items that are going to be rehomed and taken down off of this shelf for the time being. All right, so glass picture frames and these little glass items I'm taking off the shelf. This entertainment center's already been secured to the wall, but it still does tilt forward just a smidge, and so I don't want to take a chance on him pulling this over on top of himself. Some of these items I'm going to rehome to our bedroom, but in the meantime they're at least getting off of this shelf. This is the Unity cross from our wedding, so I'm going to probably put that in our bedroom. These items, this is trash. This is going to go into the hall closet for him. And I have some candles. Do I want to keep these? Let's see. They're Christmas and like fall scented candles. I guess I can keep them. These need to go outside for my plants. So those are going to be rehomed. This is for my husband's memories. Some of this stuff was in the secretary, like I said. These clear papers, I think I'm actually going to put them back into the secretary. We'll just stick them in this bin for right now because I can rehome them at a later time. I think this cross will be okay. I had seen where you can actually take some of the, what are they called? Oh, this needs to come off the top. They're Gorilla Glue stickers that you can buy and put underneath the bottom of things, and it's supposed to keep everything secured to the surface that is sitting on so it can't get knocked off. I'm curious to know how well those would actually work. If you have used any, if you'll put it in the comments down below and let me know. This needs to go into my kitchen. I'll set this to the side. I'm going to try to find a place in the kitchen or somewhere to rehome that. The plant that I have over in the corner of the room, I don't know if it's angled. This can stay out. This is not glass. One of my friends made that. And I'm going to try, like I said, to get these things to be secured to the top of the entertainment center. These are pictures. I have pictures down here in our entertainment center. These may just need to go out to the garage. I'm not sure. This was my husband and I when we got married, and I love this picture frame. And then me and Paisley when she was smaller, younger. I think I'm gonna put all the pictures together. I've just taken them off of the shelves because he was walking up to everything and taking them off the shelf, and I didn't want him to get hurt. This exercise glove can go, this can go back into, these are more pictures, but I think that this didn't fit. I try to keep all of the pictures that are actually like what we would want to pull out and show friends and family when they come over down here. And this just needs to be taken out with the other frames. So, okay, that fit there. This movie needs to be returned to a friend. This is a card from a friend that I wanted to keep. Okay, so sentimental, return to a friend. Okay, these items here are what I kind of wanted to go through. Here's another frame that needs to be relocated so that it doesn't hurt him. There's some things inside here that we'll keep. This is trash, trash, trash. This I kept in case I needed it while I was going through the secretary, but we don't need it, and I don't foresee needing it for anything else, so we're going to let both of those items go. This needs to be rehomed. Some of these things I'm going to see if I can use in my kitchen and coffee bar as I go to redo them. But I'm just trying to get everything off the shelf that could be an issue for him that I do want to keep. That lantern never got put up at Christmas time. It's amazing how much you used to be able to do before having kids, and how the Lord, I think, gives kids to moms who need to slow down, that are more clingy and wanting to be held. I think it's God's way of telling us that you're trying to do too much. This I absolutely love, and it's not heavy, so I'd really like to keep it out. This was my bouquet at my wedding my mom made. I love pocketbooks, and so instead of carrying a standard bouquet, I wanted to carry a bag with flowers in it, and so she put like old-timey brooches on it, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm gonna try to keep it out up here, and if, again, let me know if you guys have used the Gorilla Glue strips, because I would love to know if they do actually work, because I definitely don't want him getting hurt. I figured since this was so light, it could sit on the top. This radio was my husband's mother's, and it plays CDs and records and cassette tapes and the radio, so it's really neat, and we do use it. So the good thing about it is, one, if I get those Gorilla strips, it should stay in place, but two, it's too large for this area, so if it tipped forward, it would get stuck on both of these bars, so I think that's okay. So these frames are going to get relocated. So this was kind of a declutter, but also I need to do something with all of this stuff and get it out of here so that he's not getting hurt. Like this M, I love it. I have a red M, so I may try to use that in my coffee bar. Now my candles, I've got another area that they go in, and they've just been kind of haphazardly placed. inside my entertainment center, and I had started going through the entertainment center and going through my secretary before I ever started the 31-day challenge, and I would kind of get a little bit of a ways into something, and then my son, you know, would need me, and I'd set stuff down here on the entertainment center, and that's the reason that I never got through it. So there's our timer. So we at least got through everything that I wanted to get off of the shelf. This church is another thing that's really precious to us. My grandmother and her significant other had made this actually as a memento for us. It is the exact replica of the old-timey church that we got married in. There wasn't even any power in the church. And so he likes to build like birdhouses and things, and then he started replicating different kind of doll houses and buildings that my grandmother wanted. So they built this together, and I just think it's so cool that we actually have a replica, and I've always kept it out. But this tin roof, I'm afraid he might get cut on. So I definitely want this to be put up. So that will be relocated. A comb that I don't need, so we're going to throw that away. So a lot of this stuff I do want to keep. So I definitely, all of this stuff is sentimental and important to us. Most of it is from all the years that we've been together, and memories that we've made, picture frames that I absolutely love. So most of the stuff on these shelves was actually from our wedding. I do want to keep those items, but I just have to be intentional about where they're placed right now. While my son is learning to walk, he has picked up on the art very quickly, earlier than we expected. He started walking when he was 10 months old. And so we are a little behind on baby-proofing the house. First-time parents, I had no idea when that would actually need to be done. And I mean, we had made the house safe, moving things around, but wow, he just took off with walking. And so all of this stuff on these shelves just need to go. That being said, we have finished the 30th day of our challenge, and I'm really glad to have tackled this. It's been needing to be done because all these objects have been worrying me. But I also don't want my house to feel naked and empty. Yes, I don't want our house to feel naked and empty. I love this entertainment center, and I always have enjoyed having all of our wedding things out. So please tell me if the gorilla strips really work, or any of the museum putty or anything like that to actually keep the items down on the surface. And then 2, if not, what else would you store on these shelves? I just don't want to look at plain shelves all of the time either. I thought about maybe putting some baskets on this shelf and this shelf to put his toys in, so it doesn't look like toys. So I don't know. Give me your ideas. What would you put on these shelves to kind of still make it feel homey, but to be safe for an almost 1-year-old toddlering around? So I really thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope that you were able to tackle something in our 10 minutes together. If you haven't been told today, you do have value, you're special, and I'm really glad that you're here. Thanks so much. Bye, friends. I'll see you tomorrow.